A very good morning to all of you. Happy New Year to all. I hope you all students are doing well at your home. So, students, now we are going to start our last chapter, which is our art and culture. As we know that we belong to a country which consists of different type of states, which include different type of religion, different type of dance forms are there from different states. Then when we talk about the different type of languages, and then when we talk about the different type of occasions and dresses. So all these things collectively are included in our art and culture. So today, with the help of this presentation, we are going to discuss about the topics which are included in this chapter, like the different type of dresses worn by the people, the traditional dresses worn by the men and the women of the different types of the different states. And another thing that we are going to discuss about the different type of dance forms. So let's go for this presentation. So students, let's start with the chapter. So as we talk about the India, the human civilization has been developed continuously from the earlier period to the modern age of today. In the process of development, our culture, civilization, customs and traditions have also been changed. Different type of art, culture, fairs, festivals, languages are our cultural heritage. So now we are going to discuss about each of these aspects one by one. So starting with this, we are going to discuss about the art, we are going to discuss about the architecture, then different paintings and the different type of languages which are spoken in our country, different type of dresses worn by the people on the different occasions, then different type of music that is found in our country, then different form of dances that we are going to discuss in this chapter, and the festivals as well. So when we talk about the different type of languages, the Constitution of India has listed 22 languages and the official language of India is Hindi. However, English is the official language which is used in courts. So the different languages which are spoken in our countries are like Assamese, Bangla, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Nepali, Marathi, Punjabi, Odia, Sanskrit, Santhali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu and Urdu. So all these languages are part of our country and part of our culture. So students, as we know that most of the languages are written from left to right, but interestingly Kashmiri, Sindhi and Urdu. These are the three languages which are written from right to left. Here you can see there is an example of Hindi writing. In here you all can see that most of the languages, Hindi is also one of the language that we write from left to right. But the exceptional three languages which are written from right to left are Kashmiri, Sindhi and Urdu. Moving to the different type of traditional dresses worn by the different people of our country, here you can see that on the map of India, we have shown four different type of traditional dresses worn by the people from different part of the country. From Punjab, you can see that the person who is standing on the Punjab state, he is wearing his traditional dress. Then when we came to this different area of our India, which is Tamil Nadu, here you can see the man is wearing the traditional dress of Tamil Nadu. All here you can see that different type of traditional dresses are worn by the women as well. You can see that the sari is worn by these four women, and the designing or usage of sari is different in all the states. The, it means that in different part of country of our India, different type of dresses are worn by the people. As this is a sari, but this sari is worn in different styles in different part of our country. Here you can see sari. We can also know that salwar kameez is worn in the area of Punjab. So women used to wear salwar kameez in the state of Punjab. Then trouser, which is a western form, skirts and shirts. Here you can see that women in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana and Madhya Pradesh wear ghagra and choli. So these are the traditional dresses which are worn by the women who belong from the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh. And then traditional dresses are also worn by the men as well. Here you can see that the veshti or lungi, this is the traditional dress from the state of Tamil Nadu. Mundu in Kerala, which is generally worn by the men on the special occasions. So it means that different type of dresses are worn on different special occasions as well. Here you can see that these type of dresses are worn by the men on the special occasions. So Kashmiri women's wear long woolen kurta, which is known as firang. Then moving to the next topic, which is our dances. Dances are categorized into two parts. One is the folk dance and second one is the classical dance. Dances are very important part of our heritage because these dance forms show us the different part of our country. With the help of these dance forms, we came to know about that in different part of our country, India, different type of dances are performed. These dances shows their culture, shows their heritage, their values, the importance of that dance form for their state. For example, in Punjab, the traditional dance which is performed by the people of the Punjab is Bhangra and Gidda. So the people of Punjab, used to show their culture with using their traditional dance form, which is Bhangra and Gidda. So I hope students you all understand the two concepts that we discussed with the help of this presentation. One is the traditional dress worn by the people and second we discuss about the traditional dance forms of the different states which shows their values, their art and their culture. So I hope you all understand. So thank you students and have a nice